Mr. Ming owned a little shop at the bottom of a towering block of flats just outside the big, bustling city of Singapore. In his shop, he sold sweets and toys, mugs and clothes pegs, tablecloths and cane, baskets, herbs and spices, curry puffs and toothpaste, and all sorts of useful things that people needed every day. And every year when the Mooncake Festival arrives, Mr. Ming would hang up lots of brightly painted lanterns for the children to buy. He also sold mooncakes. Now these mooncakes were not like any other cakes you have tasted. The pastry was so deliciously scrumptious and a mouth-watering filling melted with such fragrant sweetness on your tongue. There were many different flavors too, such as mango, banana, pineapple, rambutan, lotus seeds, chocolate, and durian, all covered in yummy golden pastry. Mr. Ming's mooncakes were made from a very special secret recipe in his tiny kitchen at the back of the shop. When his mooncakes came out of the oven, the air would be filled with the most wonderful aroma. People walking outside in the street would follow their noses and arrive at Mr. Ming's little shop to buy his delicious mooncake. Now some people grew rather curious about how Mr. Ming baked such a luscious mooncake, and they had asked him what ingredients he used. But Mr. Ming would always say, "Very sorry, special secret recipe, cannot tell." He would not even let anyone into his kitchen to see how he made his mooncakes. This was because he had another secret, even bigger than his secret mooncake recipe. It was a dragon. Mr. Ming had a real-life fire-breathing dragon in his kitchen, and it was the dragon who prepared the baked all the mouth-watering mooncakes. And the secret ingredients in Mr. Ming's mooncakes were dragon's beard and a little sprinkling of mid-autumn magic. The only people who knew about the dragon were Mr. Ming and his little grandson Ah Beng, who used to come and help his grandfather in the shop after school. Nobody ever saw the dragon because he was always hidden inside the kitchen cooking, baking, and washing dishes. If anyone did open the kitchen door and go inside, the dragon was able to shrink himself to the size of a cockroach and hide under the refrigerator. The dragon could also make himself grow as big as Raffles City, but he never did in case he was discovered, and he certainly did not want that to happen. At the end of each day, the dragon would shrink himself down so that he was small enough to fit inside Mr. Ming's shirt pocket. There he would hide until Mr. Ming had locked up his little shop and gone up the back stairs to his flat. Only then would the dragon come out again and grow back to his normal size. Down in the busy city, there was an impressive-looking shop that sold amazing cakes, pastries, muffins, and biscuits. A lady named Madame Moneybag owned it, and she believed she made the best mooncakes in the world. On the day she heard about Mr. Ming's delicious mooncakes, she became very upset indeed. The next afternoon, Madame Moneybag's gleaming limousine arrived outside Mr. Ming's shop, and she sent her chauffeur inside to buy some mooncakes. When he came back to the car, He presented Madame Moneybag with 6 little mooncakes, all of different flavors for her to taste. She bit into the first one, which was a lotus seed paste. It was heavenly. It was luscious. The pastry melted in her mouth. Then she sank her teeth into the next one, which was sweet pineapple. Oh, it was simply too delicious. It was scrumptious. It was fabulous. It was the best mooncake she had ever tasted in her whole life. Madame Moneybag tried all 6 little mooncakes, and she gobbled up every one of them. I have got to have his recipe, she said to herself. Opening the car door, she stepped heavily onto the pavement and strode quickly up the wonky steps into Mr. Ming's little shop. Good afternoon. I wish to buy the recipe for your mooncakes, announced Madame Moneybag. Oh, very sorry, madam. Cannot sell recipe, Mr. Ming politely replied. But I will pay you a good price. No, sorry, said Mr. Ming. I am Madame Moneybag and I can buy anything. Now what price do you want? Madam, my recipe is not for sale. Have a nice day. Goodbye. My dear man, you do not know whom you are dealing with. I always get what I want, and I will have your mooncake recipe. Just you wait and see. And with that, Madame Moneybag stomped out of Mr. Ming's shop.